Today we're going to have a look at what's different in the extended cut of Manhunter from 1986. So what we're going to look at today is the extended cut that came out on the DVD. So the original film will be on the top of the screen and the extended cut on the bottom. This isn't really a director's cut, this is what he calls the director's preferred vision. So the first clip we'll see is at the Atlanta police station.
Mrs. Leeds was a beautiful woman.
All right. Settle down now. Sit down, please. House-to-house interviews will be extended an additional 4 blocks. R&I's loaned us a couple of clerks to cross-match the airline reservations between Birmingham last month and Atlanta now. Dr. Prince?
This is what the subject's teeth looked like. The Smithsonian in Washington reconstructed these from the impressions that we took of the bite marks on the Leeds woman here and the Jacoby woman in Birmingham last month. As you can see, he has pegged lateral incisors, that's these teeth here and here. All right.
Investigator Graham, you worked this kind of thing before. Can you add anything? Would you come up to the front?
I don't think he's a drifter, acting upon victims of opportunity. Skillful entry indicates premeditation and planning. Therefore, I believe he's an organized individual who probably lives life competently with little or no leakage.
Meaning, in appearance, he could be absolutely anyone.
That's right. Bodies being arranged into an audience and the mirrors make me believe that there's a rich and intense fantasy life going on here.
The elevated experience is the fantasy. The act fuels the fantasy. To discover what he thinks he's doing in there, why he picked who he picked, did what he did, to understand his motive, you have to know his illusions, his dreams.
Which are?
I don't know.
What else do you have for us?
That's all I have.
All right. Buy some narcotics. You take the KY Cowboys and the leather bars. Marcus Whitman heads up the funeral. Rest of your assignments are on the sheet. Let's go. Oh, one more thing. I've heard officers referring to this killer as the Tooth Fairy.
Pretty sure the scene where Graham talks to the police is in the normal cut, but obviously not. So now there's a big chunk of film that's in the extended cut, but you can see why they took it out. It doesn't really affect the story.
Yeah.
Hey, Hotshot. You doing some good?
Nothing you'd notice. I miss you.
Me too. I miss my husband.
What's going on?
Day to day, it's boring. Tell me what you're doing.
I'm eating room service. They don't have a lock on anything, Molly. There's not enough physical evidence. Or else I haven't done enough with it yet.
Were you going to be in Atlanta long? I mean, you know, I'm not bugging you about coming home. I was just wondering.
I don't know. I gotta go to Baltimore tomorrow.
To do what?
I gotta see somebody.
I was thinking about painting the kitchen. What color do you like? Will, are you there?
I don't know. Let's paint it yellow.
Yellow's kind of a bad color for me. I look green at breakfast.
Blue, then.
I don't know about blue.
Look, paint the damn room battleship gray. What do I care? I'm sorry. Look, when I get back, we'll go to the paint store together and we'll get some chips and we'll figure out.
Look, Will, I don't know why I'm talking trivia. I called to tell you that I love you, and I miss you. And you're doing the right thing. It's costing you, too, I know that. I'm here. I'm right here, and I'll be here whenever you come home. I'll meet you if you need me to. Anywhere. Anytime. That's what I called to tell you.
Dr. Bloom called me yesterday, Mr. Graham. Or is it Dr. Graham?
I'm not a doctor. I need to see Lecter in as much privacy as possible.
Dr. Lecter will stay in his room. That is absolutely the only place where he's not put in full body restraints. One of the walls to the room is a double barrier. I'll have a chair placed just outside.
Might have to show him some material that could stimulate him.
As long as it's on soft paper. Now, the consensus around here is that the only person who's ever demonstrated any practical understanding of Dr. Hannibal Lecter is you, Mr. Graham. Can you tell me anything about him?
No.
When you saw Dr. Lecter's murders, their style, so to speak, were you able to reconstruct his fantasies in your own mind? Is that what helped you to identify him?
I'd like to see Lecter now.
Sure.
There you go, like I said, it doesn't really affect the story, but I will always want more Manhunter than less. So how about a bit more Hannibal in your film?
And?
Very interesting. Even to a layman.
Layman? A layman? Interesting term. So many experts on government grants, and you say you're a layman. But it was you who caught me, wasn't it, Will? Do you know how you did it?
What does it matter now?
It doesn't matter to me, Will.
I want you to help me, Dr. Lecter.
You can definitely feel the menace from Brian Cox's performance there. Scared even me. So far I can't say I'm that excited about all these scenes that have been put back in, but let's carry on.
Yeah, this couple come down from Duluth. We was talking them down to short-term mortgages, and I'm figuring, gee, Ed, you're gonna unload this turkey. Well, then the squad car rolls up, and they start asking questions. Then the good old boys give them the whole grand tour. Who was lying where and what. Terrific. So they get in their sedan DeVille and get the hell out of here.
Any single men asked to see the house?
Haven't asked me.
So that was Michael Talbot from Miami Vice, which was a TV series, of course, Michael Mann is famous for. So I saw his name in the credits the other day and wondered where he was, and there we go. So now we've got a very small extended shot.
I'm having the bureau fly Molly up tonight. Well, she said she can get away for one night. I do something wrong?
No. It's just the setting, Jack.
Huh?
Thanks.
If he shows, and he's smart.
Again, another scene that doesn't seem to affect the story, but just tells you about something that you may have thought about when watching the film. But now, there's another big scene that was cut from the film. Let's have a look at that.
You're gonna catch the flu. So where are things?
We've got 9 days left. We're working on it, doing stuff.
You don't want to talk about what you're doing, do you?
Hotel rooms. Illicit romance. have to stop meeting like this.
Remember the first time we met?
Yeah.
We were alone together in that room. Even though I'd never seen you before, we were sitting there, speaking. And something flickered across your face like a shadow. I said, "What's that?" Remember what you said?
I said, this is too good to live.
Time is luck, Will. I know the value of every single day.
So there certainly was a lot of scenes cut for the wife in this film. Whereas it does slow the pacing down, it is nice to see that she helps Will Graham out. So coming up is the answer to a question everyone had on their mind.
I enter. The glass cutter. The piece of glass I take out is mine.
So that's how he got in the house, obviously. So whilst that scene doesn't really offer much, it does show the difference in colorizations of both versions. Next up, the smallest cut of the film.
It'll all come true. This started from an abused...
I have no idea why that was either put in or taken out. So coming up, a bit more about his thought process.
Here again and again, anytime you want. Doggy doesn't have a collar, but you know it's the lead's dog. And the Jacoby cat. And the padlock on the door. And you know you need a bolt cutter in every...
I do love William Peters' performance in this. He conveys so much just for a few words, and it all seems so natural. So now we get to the final cut from the film, which is the alternate ending.
Get that. I'll get it, Ralph.
What do you want?
My name is Will Graham. I'm with...
Oh, yeah, she's right. Come on in.
No, that's all right. You okay?
We're fine.
We're okay, yeah. We're doing all right. Thanks. Listen, that guy Crawford called, and he was telling me all about what's going on.
Would you like to come in and have a cup of coffee or a drink?
No, thank you.
Listen,
I just stopped by to,
Listen, I want to thank you.
I just stopped by to see you. That's all.
So yeah, right there it shows what a great performance William Peterson did. I can understand why they cut it for timing and such, but it's a nice ending to see him visit the family that he saved. So that was the first time I'd seen the extra scenes, and although they don't affect the film story-wise, it was just nice to have some more of the film Manhunter for me. But what do you think? Thanks for watching. Here ends the lesson.